Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Top 3 show, where we take the best gear and split it into categories so you can make an informed buying decision. Today we're looking at the top 3 bouldering shoes of 2022. Now this is not a paid or sponsored video. Myself and the team have gone through the Epic TV Shop products, looked at all the tech specs and picked the best in categories, and of course used some of our personal experiences. Whatever shoes you choose from this top 3, well, you'll have a fantastic model to climb on. So what is a bouldering specific shoe? Well, generally they tend to be quite downturned and aggressive. That's because a lot of boulders are overhanging, and that's the style of shoe that suits that best. Sport climbing specific shoes are usually flatter and stiffer to offer more support on small edges. Now there's a bit of a new wave of super soft bouldering shoes out there, and some of those are aimed more at the indoor market. With our top 3 bouldering shoes, we wanted products that cover both categories, so indoor and outdoors. We wanted a shoe that's still soft and flexible, but stiff enough for standing on small crimps. Okay, let's get cracking, and we're starting with the brand new Scarpa Instinct S, part of the Instinct family. This is a slipper style design, so no closure straps. People seem to love or hate this, and it does mean you've got to nail the fit. If you go a bit too big, then the lack of a closure systems mean there won't be any adjustability. The Scarpa Instinct S uses Vibram's XS Grip 2 rubber, which gives improved grip for smears and larger holds, but still maintains some rigidity for edging duties. It has Scarpa's new CTS combined tension system, which offers precision to the big toe. It will be easier to stand up and lay down the power on small holds. Across the top of the shoe is M50 rubber, which provides great toe hooking and keeps tension throughout the foot. This, combined with an elasticated rubber over the top of the foot, makes for a snug performance fit. There's no doubt that this is a good-looking shoe. It just oozes quality, and as always with blue stuff, I do really enjoy that blue colour scheme. Now, just a little note on sizing. I've gone for my usual Scarpa size in this, so I'm usually a UK 8.5 to 9, and this is a UK 8. However, because of that lack of closure system, I'd probably downsize it by at least half if I wanted a more performance fit. But again, I have very narrow feet, so perhaps if you have wider feet, that's not so much of an issue. So that's the Scarpa Instinct S. Now let's look at the La Sportiva Solution Comp. The Solution Comp is similar to the original Solution, but has more of a focus on toe and heel hooks. There's now a much better coverage of rubber across the front of the shoe and a much thinner heel cup than the Solution, which allows for greater sensitivity when heel hooking. The midsole is 1.1 millimeters thick, which really hits the sweet spot between flex and support. So you should be able to easily smear and still stand up on small holds. It has La Sportiva's legendary P3 system built in. This helps to maintain the downturn shape of the shoe for longer, so it won't flatten out over time. The closure system allows you to easily tighten the shoe, and a large, soft sock liner is comfortable on the feet. Now, although I said the Solution Comp is perhaps aimed more for competition climbers, a lot of the characteristics that make it good for that means it's perfect for outdoor climbing, especially that large toe patch. It's interesting, whenever I seem to speak to a La Sportiva athlete, the Solution and Solution Comp is always on their feet. There's got to be something in that. Now, a word on La Sportiva sizing, you have to go down by quite a lot. I usually start at about UK 7.5, and I've gone down to UK 6.5. Adam Ondra, for example, is famous for wearing, I think it was a size 5, even though he's got like size 10 feet. So remember, La Sportiva, you want to downsize. Okay, our final shoe in this top 3 is the Evolve Phantom. The Evolve Phantom is one of Evolve's premium bouldering shoes, favoured and designed by athletes such as Daniel Woods and Paul Robinson. It's a shoe designed for power and sensitivity, and again has that split sole with a fairly thick 4.2 millimeters of rubber on the front end. A NeoFlex neoprene laminate stretches 2 ways, which means the knuckle box expands when flexed and contracts when flattened, which puts less pressure on your toes. It uses Evolve's SAS Trax rubber, which I've always found to be incredibly sticky and durable. It's got a downturn fit, which is maintained with a TPS Plus system, Tension Power System Plus. This technology helps keep the shape of the shoe throughout its lifespan. It has a very large section of rubber across the toes. In fact, most of the top of the shoe is rubber, so expect great toe hooking. There's a thin 2mm heel for sensitivity with technical heel hooks. The Phantom has a 6-point closure system, which should allow for better adjustability and tensioning, although in reality it is quite a complicated system. Set it up once, leave it, and it does the job. You may have noticed this shoe looks a bit smaller than the other models, and that's because it is. It's actually Therese's shoe. Mine are far too battered to be shown on this film. So sizing wise, I tend to go for street shoe size or half a size down, although there's quite a lot of chat online about how hard these things are to get on your feet, and that's something I found as well. However, persevere, get through the pain on the first couple of sessions, and the thing will fit like an absolute glove. Now, as I said at the beginning of the show, we've tried to bridge the gap with these top threes between indoor and outdoor climbing. There are some very soft and flexible shoes on the market. I'm thinking like the Scarpa Furia Air or the Evolve Zenist, and they are fantastic and equally good as a bouldering shoe, but we think that these shoes are better at standing on smaller edges and therefore hit more bouldering spots and areas that you might encounter whilst climbing. As always, there are links down below for all of these models of shoes on the Epic TV shop. And whilst you're there finding out more information, do check out the review section below the shoes. Climbers who have bought them and used them give their opinions, so you can check my facts I've given you and find out what other people think as well. So that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.